Okay, and we're back. Okay, so face is cleaned, hair has been re-cockatooed, ready to go. Okay, so let me cap that shadow actually. Now we're ready to go. So I'm going to start off with my concealer again. I do want to take this moment to say to you, don't do these projects back to back on your face. Your face will hate you a lot. My face really hates me because this is, I think, my 4th attempt at this video this morning because I kept getting interrupted. So my face just is, you can see it's already breaking out. The spots were not there before I started this morning. So don't do these projects the same day, okay? Pro tip. So starting off with concealer under the eyes again. Now, you may have noticed in the drag videos, or if you're familiar with drag, or have done it, that a lot of times drag queens will, on the daily, they will groom their eyebrows to be a thinner curved arch, or they'll shave them off entirely, or they will cover them with nose and scar wax or with glue sticks. I'm not doing that today for the traditionally female gender presentation side of things because I want your first experience with nose and scar wax to be with the trauma because it'll be fun. And if you try it, your first experience with the eyebrows and hate it forever, you're going to hate using it later. And nose and scar wax can be a lot of fun. It can also be a pain in the butt. So I'm warning you that it's gonna suck if you try it with your eyebrows for the first time, but if you want to go that extra distance, then you totally should. But we're not doing that today. So my eyebrows are, as I mentioned in the previous video, totally untamed. I don't groom them. If you do, that's awesome. You treat your eyebrows the way you want to. It's your body, it's your face. So my eyebrows will be a little more like so for this feminine presenting project, and that's just the way my eyebrows are gonna be. Now, remember we tended to do like squaring up the face and doing like straighter, stronger diagonal lines for our, and apparently frowny faces, for our dude, for our gal. We are going to still have some nice angles going on, but we're gonna be a little softer, a little more curved. We're gonna go more for a heart or an oval than we will for, you know, kind of a pointy square. Okay, so we did my concealer there. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation again. Still that same foundation that, oh boy, application number 5 or 6 today. It is it's heavy on the skin. I think next week is trauma, which is good because my skin does not want to be covered fully in makeup. Okay, so we're gonna blend this in. Now, I will say for those of you who have shorter hair like me, it's totally fine. You can be a lady with short hair. But if you can swing it and can very nicely ask Professor Knoll if you can borrow a wig for this project, then, you know, that'd be awesome. I am not giving you permission to borrow wigs. I am telling you to ask Professor Knoll if you can. So don't go to her and say, hey, Professor Poteet said we could use wigs for this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can ask her and she can make the decision. If you don't have a wig, that's fine. But you can also like swing by and pick up a really cheap one from the store right now as we gear up into Halloween season. But you don't have to for this project, but I'm just saying, if you want to, it's a good look. Okay, foundation on. I'm gonna do a powder. So much makeup. So powder's on. Now I'm going to do the shadow. Again, Today I'm using the powder shadows for you all instead of the cream ones, just so you can see how that looks different. So I'm still using my coffee, my taupe. Okay. Something you also might have noticed in the drag video tutorials, or if you watch drag, is they have those facelift tape things that they use. Like if you tape here and here, it will naturally lift. Same thing if you do behind your ear here, it will pull the skin up, and then when you cover that with a wig, it really does a lot. If you don't want to buy that tape, but you can access medical tape, like that paper medical tape, works the exact same way. You don't have to do that, but I'm saying if you want to, you can. Okay, so now we're gonna come in for a swoop here. And again, I have a very round face, so we're trying to kill some of that without. We want to try to come to a point at our chin here, so try to like think of it as like an overall heart shape if you want to. Oh my god, my skin hates me. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with that smaller shadow brush. We're going to go visit our nose area. Wow. And we're going to make the nose bridge appear a little thinner. And we want to bring this to more of a point here. Do a touch of shadow to make the nostril a little daintier. Okay. Okay. Another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come in with our pencil, and I'm actually using a gray today, and we're going to lift up. So we have our crease here, right? We're just going to draw in a line a little bit above our natural crease to try to extend that area just a touch. I'm gonna blend this down. And you can see how that really opens up the area. Even though I know it's darker, it looks brighter than my other eye. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my little shadow brush, and I'm not using my contour color right now. I'm actually going to use this darker brown here, and I'm going to brush that there. Okay, and while I have this color in this brush, I'm just going to come in and define my brow shape a little bit. I'm not really trying to make it bigger, but I am trying to make it a little more defined. Okay. So now I am, oh, back to our shadow color. I forgot this step. Okay, there we go for that. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to take, I have this really great illuminating stick. They're super cheap. If you don't have one of these, then use either a little bit of concealer or a little bit of your white cream if you have the kit. And we're just gonna put this where the highlight would go, just to give it like a really nice bright sheen to it. We're not gonna go crazy, but we're just gonna do a little bit of it. Because a little bit of this stuff does tend to go a long way. Okay, and I'm also going to use a brush, and I'm going to do a little touch of this here. It might not even be that visible, but it makes me feel good, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so now sticking with our using powders, not creams today, I have this kit. It's just a neutral thing, but it has a nice white powder in it. And because I am so fish belly pale, that's what I kind of need to use for my powder highlights. So I'm gonna come in here and touch up this corner where we put that glow stick down, so it's kind of a nice little primer. And then we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna do a highlight above our crease. Working that into the lower brow. Now, I'm using very neutral colors here, but you can feel free to use color and have fun with it. Not that neutrals aren't fun, but I'm fully aware that I'm using a lot of neutral. Okay, now this is the part that a lot of you are gonna hate. So remember you bought that white pencil? And we haven't used it yet. Oh, and that's the broken one. Let me get the other one. So, dun dun dun, it's your first time. Okay, so with the white, you're gonna come and you're gonna do your waterline. Look how that brightens up the eye. Okay, I'm gonna come in with that super dark liner that I've got. And we're gonna just extend this just a tiny little bit. Okay, again, I don't use a lot of colors, but you know, let's go for it. I'm gonna use this not quite magenta, not quite rose, that color. Okay, so now if you wear mascara or want to put on your mascara. If you want to put on fake eyelashes, put on fake eyelashes, but we're done with the eyes for now. And we're going to move down the face. Okay, so we're going to move to our lip area. I'm going to take our lip pencil. I'm using this bold red today. And so I like to do the line and then kind of blend the line down just a hair. Now use your lip liner to create the lip shape that you want, to be whatever shape you want that is lip shaped. So don't give me square lips, but you can use your natural lip shape, or you can change it up a bit if you want to. It's totally your call. And I'm gonna start off by using my neutral light pink lip. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put on just a little dash of this slightly warmer color. So my lips are such a weird shape. Okay, so there we go with that. My lips are pretty chapped. We're gonna come in with our blush. I'm using, my very neutral blush. And we're just gonna smile. Just do a little bit on the apple of the cheek. Okay, now I'm sure that all of your makeup will look different. I am unapologetically a child of the 90s. So, that's when I learned to put on makeup. And that's kind of, my makeup is stuck in the 90s, but all of you grew up much later than me. So you've got totally different makeup looks and totally different people who you're looking at. So that's fine if you wind up very much more, Kylie Jenner than I am. That's fine. But, the shapes are there and that's the face. All right, don't forget about your forum posts. If you haven't posted for the previous weeks, make sure you go back and do that. I'll give you a little bit of leniency on that first one, which should have been posted by now. But remember, you have 1 week to post in the initial forum post, and then you have 2 weeks to respond to at least 2 classmates. So make sure you've done all of those forum posts. Make sure you do your one for this week. And I'm looking forward to your projects. I should be grading your initial contouring projects grade should be posted on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then I'll have your old age graded for next week. So, all right, take care, everybody. Be safe.